done at the moment, putting a bar in, so we're going to go inside and take a look.
I'm shy, but romantic. I warm up, then I'm manic, hoping for.
Pure Groove have broken the mould when it comes to selling music, using their label to put out exclusive limited editions and their shop space as a live venue to promote them. Tarek is one of the founding partners.
Hi there.
Hi, I'm Sahil and I do publishing.
I'm Simon, I look after the retail side.
Hi, I'm Dan, label coordinator.
My name is Charlie and I do design work.
Hi, my name is Ziad and I look after everything to do with the shop floor.
You started back in 1989 and obviously the market has changed massively since then.
Yeah.
Did you start out as a shop or as a label?
We started off as a shop.
Right.
It was a kind of dance boom at the time. Mainly 12 inches, obviously, and mainly vinyl. There's music coming from everywhere. For the UK, the Italians were doing loads of stuff, and obviously the Americans, mainly kind of Chicago at the time, and New York labels, 80, early 90s. And then slowly we always felt that we always try to be not necessarily one step ahead, but we were always looking for the next new thing. And then we went through the drum and bass thing, then the garage thing was on our doorstep. Pirate radio started up, a lot more kids were listening, or had access to the music. The garage thing kind of boomed, we were involved in that. I think at that point we did set up a label, or labels, and you generally had, they satisfied a sound, so you can have they're kind of categorised. So the garage label, we had a label called Locked On that did the garage stuff. And we evolved from there to having our first album. Then CDs were suddenly around, and I suppose as we've progressed to maybe 2 or 3 years ago, we started getting back into kind of the more as a dance thing kind of faded off a bit for us. We got more excited about kind of bands and more electronic sounds as well. We started to do installs, and the live element kind of came into our play. And I guess our move now to West Smithfield is we have a space that has a stage. We've cut down this. It doesn't look like a traditional shop, a record shop. We have less stock.
Let's meet at a bar. I'll wear my red pattern bra. You got a GSOH, so you can take it away. Yeah. Let's meet at a bar. I'll wear my.
You know, you can have a couple of coffee. You can probably listen to some really good music in 15 or 20 minutes. You're here. Maybe read some interesting release information or music, you know, band info, and go, or maybe come and watch a band. We promote live in the shop. We also we do it online, so we'll send mail outs, and I suppose we get involved because it's exciting for us if the record gets played on radio, and it's exciting for us if it gets a review somewhere. But to be honest, we mail it. We make people aware of it, and hopefully people sort of tap into us and to find out what's around. We've done things with signed bands. So the Mystery Jets album last year, we manufactured a 300 vinyl edition that was exclusive to us that otherwise wouldn't have been available. We're doing something with Frank Turner next month.
Do you find the other labels are quite open? I mean, I suppose it's fantastic promotion for them, but
yeah, I mean, a lot of people when we started 6 months ago, everyone was really sceptical and querying everything or not answering back because they thought it was, I don't know, they couldn't understand what we were trying to do maybe, but more and more people seem to be, and once we've done a few, I think people realise that it's, you know, it's just it could be an extra, or it could be something that might help launch someone. It might be something, but ultimately, I think it keeps most people down to kind of the roots. I think you're hitting a fan base. A lot of people will come across music and download it and buy it from, you know, whether it's a digital retailer or a physical retailer, and you can buy it for £3, the album for £3, and or, you know, on a whim. I think what we're doing is we're in a, I suppose, slightly more of a tastemaker's market. There's a label called 50 Bones, which we do exclusively through here. So everyone's got a different colour vinyl, or has different inserts. So Little Boots, for example, did her first release with a green vinyl. She had designed her own stickers, put it through here. She played her first in-store upstairs, or her first live performance was upstairs, and so you kind of had quite a nice package. I think they're doing quite well on eBay now because we've sold out quite quickly. This is something about called Apes and Androids, which is they're an American band. It's kind of exclusively through here. This is designed by Kate Moreau. There's another label we work with called Germs of Youth. There's a band called Your 20s. The sleeve actually marks out that's Your 20s in sign language. These are all handmade. So we gave there are about 100 of them. These are kind of screen printed. So again, we speak to Kerry at Key, and she'll send us just plain sleeves. So the idea is trying to offer quite unique items.
Are these all limited editions?
Yeah. Every one of these has a different photo. So the idea was that they were kind of people's shoes. The band's called The Shoes. So we had 300 Polaroids done. And some of them, kind of band members or people. You can actually see photos of people with their shoes on, or whatever the way the angle. So that, and people were kind of, again, it's quite a good press thing, and it's quite good. You get a lot of people ordering online, actually requesting certain photos because they've read about them.
I'd be very interested to hear what you think is going to be big in 2009 in terms of the direction that music is taking.
To be honest, it's very strange because we've been talking about this being the beginning of the year, and we're looking at actually end of this week. We'll kind of finally agree on the top 20, which our annual sort of stab at who we're. And I guess probably the right word is who we want to work with in 2009. But when we look back at 2008, with Little Boots was on, but there's also bands like Cock and Ball Kid, Thomas Tantrum, and such, who are still almost being tipped again for 2009. It's just, so I think there seems to be kind of less. There's a bit of a gap between someone coming to anyone's attention and actually then sort of either making it or not, if you see what I mean, any kind of finality. So they're still in development in a way, and which I think is quite interesting because it's that hasn't, I don't recall that happening for a few years. So in a way, the fact that the less bands are being signed doesn't necessarily mean the bands go away. It means that they're probably nurturing themselves and they might be stronger. So 2009, well, we're really looking forward to the new IT album, which obviously we've heard isn't out there yet. We think it's amazing. Again, we've sort of, the physical side will be limited. We have an album we're doing for a band called Joy Formidable, which was like an 8-track handmade, screen printed box, and the contents are going to be the CD, but there's also going to be other stuff like photos and handmade by the band. There's a new talent, someone called Charlie XCX, who's I think 16, and we're working with her and her management to put something out in April, which will again kind of just. I think the blueprint is to have something that kind of links her and where she is. I think we're talking about having we're going to develop a package that will contain some music, but will contain, I suppose, her life in a bag. Singles, there's a band called Gold Teeth. We're working on a kind of cool design for that label. Primary One and the Shoes on the 50 Bones. So Marina and the Diamonds from pretty much the same stable as Little Boots on a local neon gold, which is great. There's quite a few.
To find out more about what's coming up at Pure Groove, visit their website at www.puregroove.co.uk.